Hello, how are you doing? I hope you're having an amazing day and welcome back to the channel. A few days ago, I made a video comparing the DJI Action 5 Pro with the Action 4, and I know that some people want me to compare the DJI Pocket 3 with the new Action 5 Pro. Even though they are a bit different, it is important to know which one is right for you and how they compare in terms of video quality, stabilization, low light performance, and other details that can be important when you buy a new camera. So this video is not sponsored, and if you want to support this channel, please consider giving this video a like. One of the main features on the Pocket 3 is that the camera has a mechanical 3-axis gimbal. This gimbal will make your videos more stable and it will keep the horizon level straight. There can be a bit of bouncing up and down depending on how you walk, and the gimbal itself can be a bit fragile, so you need to be more careful not to break it. The Action 5 Pro doesn't have a gimbal and it has been designed to be more durable, so it's going to be more resistant and less fragile. It is now waterproof down to 20 meters and it can now display the water depth and altitude. I would never dare to use the Pocket 3 on a rainy day. To keep the videos that you take stable, it has an electronic stabilization system that is fantastic doing what it has to do. It will also keep the horizon straight up to 360 degrees at 2.7K, but if you want to record in 4K, it will only support 45 degrees, which is not bad considering that the Pocket 3 has a physical limitation of around 55 degrees. But using any of these two cameras will give you good results if you want to have good stabilization. I think that the Pocket 3 has a small advantage because the gimbal is going to work anytime regardless of what settings you want to use. And the Action 5 is not going to let you play around with wider fields of view, and some video modes can even use horizon balancing. And yeah, that's why some people are looking for gimbals for action cameras. The Action 5 Pro has a magnetic quick-release system that will let you mount or remove the camera quickly, and the mount is fully compatible with GoPro accessories. It comes with this protective frame that is made of plastic, but it does a good job protecting your device, and at the same time, it's going to let you change the orientation to a vertical position just like this. For vlogging or selfie videos, these two cameras will do a very good job. The Action 5 has a new super bright color front-facing display which is touch-enabled, so you can not only look at your composition, but you can change all the settings that you need without having to turn the camera around. The Pocket 3 also has a big touch-enabled color screen that can rotate to a horizontal or vertical position. This clever design can use the position to determine if you want to shoot in portrait or landscape, and for selfie videos, you can flip the camera around by pressing the joystick 3 times. The Pocket 3 has been a very popular camera because the video quality that you get is just outstanding to say the least. And this is not just about the resolution, as both cameras can record using 4K, but the Pocket 3 has a larger 1-inch sensor, and this time around, size is making a big difference. But maybe the reality is that not a lot of people will be able to tell a difference. And just to show you what I mean, we can take a look at these two video clips. I think that they look just pretty standard, but if I zoom in on these videos, you're going to see that there is a difference in the video quality. I would say that it's very clear that more details are visible on the videos shot with the Pocket 3. But if you don't agree, just let me know in the comments down below. So does it mean that the Action 5 Pro sucks? No, I didn't say that. Even though it has a smaller sensor, it is a new generation sensor which offers a very high dynamic range. DJI has been marketing this to have a 13.5 stops of dynamic range. I have no way to confirm this value, and I don't like to hype products, but I do have to be honest. After testing this camera, I can confirm that it does have a high dynamic range, so you're going to get more details in both highlights and shadows, and the video quality is excellent, especially if we compare it with other action cameras. Both devices can record videos using D-Log-M with 10-bit color, which is going to make them more flexible when you want to color grade those files in post. But not everyone wants to use a flat color profile, and that's okay. The normal profile will record in 10-bit color, and I think that they both look really good. And just a quick note, The colors on the Action 5 Pro look really nice compared to all the previous generations. The bigger sensor on the Pocket 3 also has a big advantage when recording videos in low light situations. This has been my go-to camera when I need to record those kind of videos, and action cameras like the GoPro or previous generations of the Action 5 were always a no-go in those situations. The Pocket 3 has a low light mode that will lift the shadows and apply a denoiser at the same time to make your videos look better. And I am very happy that the Action 5 Pro now has a super night mode that is going to do a similar job as the Pocket 3 in low light situations. This mode also helps to remove the annoying motion blur that looks like a vibration glitch effect that happens when these kind of cameras are using an electronic stabilization in low light. But if we compare videos taken with these two cameras using their low light mode, the Pocket 3 is going to be the winner, and again, this is because it has a larger sensor. So the Action 5 cannot do too much in that department to compete, however, it is doing a good job. Now, this low light mode has a few downsides on both cameras. You can use a maximum frame rate of 30 frames per second. You can record using D-Log-M, and horizon balance doesn't work on the Action 5. And of course, this doesn't matter on the Pocket 3 because it has a mechanical gimbal. The maximum resolution for videos on these two cameras is 4K, but if you like to record in vertical mode, the Pocket 3 can only do so with a maximum resolution of 3K. These two cameras will record using H.265 and they can record videos up to 120 frames per second. Just remember what I said, at this frame rate, the Action 5 will not have horizon balance, while the Pocket 3 can still keep the horizon straight. Yeah, it is because it has a mechanical gimbal. If you want super slow motion, these cameras can record at 240 frames per second, but videos will have a maximum resolution of 1080p. Picture quality has also been improved on the Action 5, and for an action camera, this is a very nice surprise. I feel that the Pocket 3 has a slight advantage, but the difference is not going to be huge. You can use a microSD card inside these two cameras, but the Action 5 Pro has an internal memory of 64 GB. You can only use 47, but this is plenty enough to record for almost 2 hours using 4K at 24 frames per second, or 3 hours and 25 minutes of video clips using 1080p with that same frame rate. Now, battery life is really good on these two devices, but the new king is the Action 5 Pro. It can record for 4 hours using 1080p at 24 frames per second and a little bit over 3 hours using 4K, also at 24 frames per second. The Pocket 3 will record for 3 hours using 1080p and at 4K it will record for 2 hours and a half. But batteries are replaceable on the Action 5, so you can buy as many as you want or get the Adventure combo that comes with 2 extra batteries along with this slim charging hub that can be used as a power bank. It has a battery level indicator and you can store up to 3 microSD cards inside of the case. And the Adventure combo also comes with this 1.5 meter extension rod. The sad news is that the battery on the Pocket 3 is not replaceable, but you can get this battery handle that you can attach at the bottom of the camera, and this will charge the main battery up to 60%. The problem is the expensive price at around $69, but you get one of these if you get the Creator combo. Otherwise, maybe just get a power bank instead of this. Another big feature on the Pocket 3 is the tracking system that it has. You can track a person or an object, it is very sticky, and it's very handy for solo content creators or for vlogging or selfie videos. The Action 5 Pro has a new and similar tracking system, which is going to crop the video and move the frame around to keep the subject in the middle of the frame. It is definitely going to help with the framing and it will give you more freedom, just like having someone moving the camera around. It only works using 2.7K and of course is not a real tracking where the camera is actually moving like on the Pocket 3, but still helpful in some situations. I don't really see myself using it, but it might be useful for you. The Action 5 Pro has a wider field of view so you can fit more inside your frame, and you should notice that everything is going to be focused. When the Pocket 3 is too close to your subject, you will get this blur in the background, which creates a more interesting and cinematic feel, which is very similar to what you get with cameras that are more expensive. But I like to mention this because not everyone seems to like this effect. And one more thing that you need to consider about the Pocket 3 is that the gimbal has some movement limitations that not everyone likes. The gimbal will follow your movements, but this is done in a slower way, especially when you try to tilt up or down. So if you want to use this as a point-and-shoot camera, this might not be the one for you because there is no way to lock the camera to make it turn immediately when you turn the handle around. Alright, so this is a small change in location, but this is a microphone test using the internal microphone on the DJI Pocket 3. Alright, so here we are with the Action 5 Pro. We're testing the internal microphone and just want to see how it sounds like, but we're gonna test it with the DJI Mic 2. You can use the DJI Mic 2 on these two cameras using a direct connection without using the receiver, and you can use two transmitters at the same time with either device. Alright, so same test. I'm using the DJI Pocket 3, but I'm using the DJI Mic 2. The noise reduction is off, so I don't know if you can hear the waves and the wind. Not really sure about that. I am not going to dive too deep on this, but none of these cameras will overheat using 4K at 24 or 60 frames per second. And I just want to say that I feel that the DJI Pocket 3 is a very good option if you're looking to have a higher video quality in the day and in low light situations. It's perfect for content creators, but also great for everyday videos with family or friends. But the new Action 5 Pro with the new sensor that has a super high dynamic range, great video quality, and super battery life, it's a great device for those who want a camera that is more resistant, waterproof, and easier to use. And price is also something important to consider, as the Pocket 3 is more expensive and not everyone wants to pay a premium price. The links are going to be down below so you can check them out. If you like videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye.